And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final series of the night of the LiuLi Cup Grand Finals playoffs, day number 1. We have our final best of 5 here. We have another TvP, and spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the world champion himself. We have the French Terran player, the blue Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is a Clem. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player, also representing Team Liquid as they are teammates. It is SKillous. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck. Coming into this, Clem is going to be the heavy favorite, but I'm a big fan of Nikita. Big fan of Nikita, papi. I want to see him pop off. I want to see him bring it to Clem. They are, of course, teammates. I'm sure they practice plenty together, and we'll see how he does handle the likes of Clem. Nikita, of course, has been improving a lot as of late. For a very long time, he was stuck in the top 3 kind of echelon of Protoss in Europe, just behind Max, Vax, and Showtime. But as of recent months, SKillous has been improving quite substantially, actually. He's been improving a lot in the PvZ matchup, in the PvP matchup, in every matchup, really. He has been improving, he has been leveling up. It's been great to see his growth. I don't yet feel too confident saying that I favor him over Showtime when it comes to the upper echelons of Protoss players in Europe, but I do feel like the gap is closing between SKillous and the other European Protoss players. Gap is closing, and I mean, there's a reason why we see SKillous here and not Showtime. I mean, part of it is that Showtime never played in the qualifiers, but you know what I mean. It's like Este Showtime, ay SMH my head. But now that we're settling in, do you have our initial economic opener? It's going to be a Rax expand out of Clem, going for the initial gas guys, so economic start. Likewise, SKillous going for his own standard opener as well. Here we go. Oh, quack, Bobby, quack. Good to see you. Good to see you. Now, SKillous does move out. Does move out, does threaten that natural. Behind there's going to be a Twilight Council opener. Into Blink. Standard stuff so far. Of course, welcome one and all to Whispers of Gold. Fun fact, I could be mistaken, but I believe we're seeing Whispers of Gold for the first time tonight. This is one of another vetoed map in the map pool, just because of how aggressive you can be on Whispers of Gold, and we have yet to really embrace this at all tonight. Until now, we're here. Welcome. Welcome one and all. This is one of the smaller maps in the map pool, very aggressive map as well, short rush distance by ground, and very exposed 3rd and 4th bases. As a result, we see typically a lot of aggression on Whispers of Gold, and again, we haven't seen any games on this map yet tonight, until now. Good to be here. Good to be here. Here we go. As a Blink is on the way. Behind this, going for another gateway. So far, 2 gates set up here out of SKillous, and we may just go for a 2-gate opener into a 3rd base. We'll see if SKillous does throw down extra gateways, if he does commit a little bit harder here into something more aggressive or into something more economical. We'll see. As initial Hellion is brought online to scout across the map. Behind this, going for a Widowmine drop follow-up here from the side of Clem. He's just settling in, going for scouting information, trying to figure out what SKillous is up to. As Blink is being chronoed, Hellion is going to be zoned away. Ooh, Clem opening up not just with a drop, but also with a Liberator as well. Hyper aggression out of Clem is boosting across the map. Widowmine's on the way. Oh, sorry, Widowmine's alongside these Marines, and the goal here is to get some economic damage. Ideally, the Widowmine wants to zone away the Stalkers, and the Marines, they wreak havoc in the mineral line. We'll see how much probes can go or will go down. We'll see how much Clem can get. Does unload, diving into the mineral line. SKillous out of position, does respond, does rotate, force a recall. So far, he gets 2 probes. 2 workers do go down. Oh, the white shot doesn't quite go up. A waste on the gas geyser, and with that, SKillous, he holds. He shuts down the drop, forces the pick up. 2 probes going down. So far, so good. 2 probes for 2 Marines. A 1-to-1 trade. Behind this, Clem building up his tank count, getting to his own 3-1-1 setup. And SKillous takes the 3rd. So it was an economic build. A 2-gate Blink into a 3rd base. SKillous just chilling, just being more economic, rushing into charge as they follow up into a forge. No Colossus base follow up instead. More gateway heavy. Ooh, as SKillous, he blinks into the main, is met by a tank. Tank shots going up. Ooh, does get punished for Nano. Stalker goes down. Does not delay the CC, or does not delay the racks. Does not get the SCV. And with that, Clem does defend well. Unfortunately, SKillous, he just face checked up the ramp into the main. Got met by an army. SKillous pulling away. Hoping to slow down the push. At the same time, Liberator has finally revealed itself. 3-4 probes going down. Oh, brutal damage. SKillous trying to keep up. Ooh. So let's catch a Marine. Gets one, gets two. Two Marines go down. Oh, he gets cornered. No! Last bleeding out a Stalker. Brutal pickup. Another Stalker goes down. And the tanks, they have arrived. They're slowly laying siege upon the bases. Upon the side defense. Shield battery going down. And SKillous is up against the wall. Can he hold? Base taking a lot of damage as well. There is that auto turret that is still available here to Clem. We'll throw it down. Places the auto turret. Tank shots here on the Stalkers. He's also dealt with by the Marines. One tank does fall. But the base is getting very low. And can he get it? It's going to be close. Not trading with the army. More tank shots are brutal. Getting another Stalker. Raven gathering energy. Still needs a little bit more time. Ooh, forcing friendly fire. So it goes down. As Clem, he will retreat. Doesn't like his chances. Doesn't risk it. Wait for reinforcements. Again, that expansion is insanely low here. And Clem, he now has Stim. Stim finishing up in 10 seconds. Auto turret is available. He has the auto turret. Does throw it down. There's that force field. But Clem, he shuts down the Zealots. And he's rallying in. He will bring it down. The base falls. Massive pickup. Oh, attempted friendly fire. Clem, he pulls away in time. And SKillous, he's losing too much here. He fought so hard, it wasn't worth it. GG gets called, and Clem, he takes game number 1. Ooh, GG. SKillous, he invested so hard into saving that expansion, into saving that base. Alas, to no avail. And Clem from there snowballed out of control, took down the base, and from there, got everything he wanted, got everything he needed, and just snowballed out of control. GG. GG, well played. Clem will take a lead in the series. Now we're getting ready for game number 2. Let's go. Getting ready for that second game. We'll see if we can get there. We'll see where this takes us. Here we go. As we are alluding into ley lines. Now, as a reminder as well, the map itself was assisting Clem. We did mention this previously, but alas, Clem has been, sorry, I should say, the Whispers of Gold is a very small map. It favors aggression. It doesn't take long at all to rally across the map as well. So, again, that's kind of the moves that we expect to see from someone like Clem on Whispers of Gold. So the map itself was helping when it came to reinforcing, when it came to pushing, when it came to breaking down that third base. GG. GG, well played. Did break through in the end. And now we're getting into game 2. It's going to be on ley lines. Bit of a larger map. Slightly longer rush distance, but still overall smaller compared to, you know, your King's Cove, your Neo Valley Square, your Abyssal Reef. We'll see where our players take us this time. We shall see. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the French Terran player, the Blue Terran representing Team Liquid, the reigning world champion. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Protoss player representing Team Liquid down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and make a series out of this. I want to believe he can. He is SKillous. We go. SKillous, he is going to be moving out. Once again, pushing or scouting across the map. Getting a read of what's going on. This time, double gas. Interesting. So last game, we had Clem going for something more economic. He went for a Rax Expand on Whispers of Gold. Here, double gas opener into a faster factory. With this, he can go and follow this up with a more committed Widowmine drop. He can go into earlier tank drop as well with an earlier factory into Tech Lab. He can go into Banshee base openers. I'm curious where Clem will take us. Show us what you got. Probe does tase away. SKillous going for a gate into Nexus before Cybercore. Cutting some corners. Slightly more economic. As the probe is tasing away, SKillous does not get an eye on too much of what's going on. Technically, there could be a CC on the high ground just a little bit further back. So SKillous is in the dark. As Clem does intentionally wall him off. Does intentionally do so. As the probe is kept alive, most likely to go in for another follow-up scout. Clem, he's hunting down that probe. Is looking for it. There we go, CC on the high ground. And we have our take of choice once again, Twilight Council. Twilight Council opener out of SKillous last game. As a reminder, he went 2-gate blink into a third. Probe goes down, does not get the follow-up scouts. This time, how many gateways? 2, 3, or 4. Ooh, that is a second Rax. Hello. That is a second Rax already. And are we going to throw down a third Rax before Starport? Show us what you got. Show us that third Rax. There it is. 3-1-1 setup here before Starport. This screams 2-base all in. So very much so a delayed Starport here from the side of Clem. With this, he's going to be prioritizing Marine production. He's going to be prioritizing add-ons and Stim, of course. So Stim is going to be much faster here for Clem. Into Combat Shields, into potentially +1 with an earlier eBay. And this can hit like a truck. Now, this doesn't have to be a 2-base all-in, but Clem is going to have the option to pull the boys alongside this to build up towards 3 tanks, so a really fast early tank count with, of course, a heavy bio army. Very aggressive here from Clem. And SKillous, for the time being, doesn't know. Ooh, going for 4-gate blink. Interesting. So 4-gate blink Stalker out of SKillous. He's going to be hyper aggressive himself. Never mind. Does cancel one of the gateways. So 3-gate blink. Safe play here. Oh wait, no. Yeah, 3-gate blink. 3-gate blink's a really safe play out of SKillous. With this, he will have a secure amount of Stalkers back at home. Can now expand and get his own third. Likewise, he should have a presence on the map as well to slow down a push, which he's going to need to. He's going to need to slow it down. Third base gets taken. Clem, he's building up. There's that Stim. There's Combat Shields. And Clem building up a hefty army. As Hellion dove into the mineral line. Clem is set up on the high ground, waiting for his upgrades. Once they finish up, he can move out. And again, he's waiting for his third tank. There's no Starport. There's no Minimax with this. There's a higher chance here that Clem is going to pull the boys and just come into the 2-base all-in. And to just end it. Meanwhile, SKillous trading off some of those Marines, peeling them off, I should say. Nice scan. Does not quite get the Stalker. Whew, not quite worth it here for Clem. Does force SKillous back, and here comes the push. Here we go. 3 tanks. Stim is about to finish. Combat Shields as well. Clem, he's committing. And Clem, he doesn't pull the boys. He's going for a much later eBay for a later +1. Regardless, this move out needs to get damage done. So by skill slowing it down. Oh! Does slow it down. Force Field will likewise pin back the army. Shield battery on the way. So far, Skill's doing a great job here. Just slowing down the push. Trying to come in from behind. And Tanks are sieging. Blink is done. Stalkers, they try to come in. They take a massive tank shot to the face. Stalkers are going down. Charge is not yet ready. SKillous trying to catch reinforcements. The base is going to fall. Massive pickup. He's going to get it. Not just the base either. Takes down the Nexus. Looks like one tank is going to go down. Up. Barely gets it. Gets a tank, and Clem pulls away. Does pull away. He got what he wanted. As SKillous, he does bring down a second tank. Not bad. Brings down a second tank. Just a second, though. Clem on sieges. Does pull away. SKillous, he wants to... Oh, no, the Observer. Observer goes down. And SKillous is in a rough position. Stuck on 2 bases. Behind this, Clem is still reinforcing. Going for the starport. Going for medevacs. As we said, Linda, big shout out to Garlic Beats in the chat. Bobby God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing for 5 months with Twitch Prime. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. Glasses, Bobby Glass. It's been a long day today, Bobby. It's been a long day. Again, we've been casting for how many hours today? This has been almost a 4-hour cast. So over 12 hours. Over 12 hours of casting today. Let's go. We were live for 8.5 hours earlier with a LiuLi League. So it was a very long cast. 8.5 hours. And now we're live with, of course, LiuLi Cup. But we're towards the tail end. And we made it. We survived. I can keep going. No. See, the problem is that right after this, I need to get some sleep because I have to wake up in time for the Turtle Tussle tomorrow. At least I hope to wake up in time for the Turtle Tussle. Set all the alarms. Let's go. As Clem, he is now moving out with his second wave. He is getting his 3rd TC. Likewise, SKillous' own 3rd base is now getting up and running. Alas, his army is smaller as a result of that. As he has been stuck on a 2-base economy that much longer. And now Clem is moving out with 4 tanks. Just such an assertive move out here. Storm is still not yet done. There's 2 White Templar coming in for a flank. Storm isn't ready. 10 seconds away. SKillous is bluffing with the drop. Storm is not ready. But these are so many Marauders. They don't care about your Storms. They don't even care. Zelsa coming from behind. Storm's going to be coming in. Zones the army back. And with that, 2 tanks do fall. 3rd tank just barely as well. SKillous is holding on. At the same time, trying to catch reinforcements. Clemmy doesn't back up. He commits. Does commit off the ramp. As SKillous, he needs more time for another storm. And Clemmy trades well. Shutting down the Zealots. I thought that SKillous was getting ready for a surround. He's going for a run by instead. Storm goes up. Storm does connect. Army is overstimmed. Mine's just about to come in. On 2 Zealots. Mine splits out of SKillous. Avoid splash damage. Zealots, they do hit the mineral line. SCV's going down, but there are reinforcements back at home. Not again. The expansion, once again, it's going to fall. For the 2nd time. Clemmy loads up, dropping into the main. Trading with the Stalkers. Storms, they come in. Oh, gets the High Templar. That brutal pickup at the same time across the map. 5 SCVs going to be falling, but the last Clemmy holds. He defends. We'll lose 1 medevac, but only 1. So the 2 do get away. SKillous double expanding, or at least getting a backup 3rd. It's meant to be a 4th. Clemmy's here to try to force a cancel. Shouldn't be able to. Pulling away. Stuck in between the bases. Pulling back out. It's going to be trapped for the time being. And Clem, he's being active. He's going to move out to try to break himself free. To break out these drops. Can he break them out? I mean, Clem, he's up 40 supply. There's the storm. Oh. Never mind. There we go. The prison, oh, the prison goes down. Oh, SKillous. He left the prism idle. Not like this, not against Clem. Nice, very nice storm though. Jesus. Clem, he stands in it. Meanwhile, he does break out with a drop, diving into the main, trading with the Stalkers. And there's no storms left. There's no storms remaining. The base is going to go down. There's no saving it. The Marauder count too damn high. GG gets called, and Clem takes game number 2. GG. GG, well played, Clem. Just hyper aggression this time. I mean, I say that actually was aggressive in both game 1 and in game 2, just different forms of aggression. Regardless, Clem was able to knock down the third base twice in that game, even knocking it down for a third time towards the end, of course. Just never really allowing SKillous to stabilize economically. As a result, never able to build up and have a formidable army either. SKillous was on the back foot for most of that game. I appreciate that it was going for Zealot run buys, but we saw that they just weren't really getting enough done across the map. Clem, he had plenty to defend, and again, when it came to his attacks, he was brutal. Again, with so many tank shots going off, nice target firing as well, preserving those tanks, moving in. It did snowball out of control. GG. GG, well played. With that, we're getting ready for game number 3, potentially the final game of the series. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping SKillous can fight back and make a series out of this. Ooh, do hope so, but the pressure is on SKillous. Pressure is on. Clem usually has the bear with his tongue out as his base token. Yes, he is Mlem. He is Clem. That is true. He is Mlem. Yes, every day is a long day. I mean, today was especially long, I should say. Like, usually I try to end the morning stream a little bit earlier so I can actually sleep before the afternoon stream. But, not today. We just stay awake and we just keep going all day long. All day long. I look forward to the sweet embrace of Beg. It's going to be beautiful. Oh. As we have our third game. Hold on. Where's my Beg? There it is. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of El Dorado, we have the French Terran player, the blue Terran leading the series 2-0. Onomas, one more game is all he needs. It is Clem. And spawning in the top bottom left-hand corner of El Dorado, we have the red Protoss player, also representing Team Liquid, as they are teammates and good friends. It is SKillous. Thanks for the casting. Oh, you're welcome, Bob. You're welcome. I got it. Gracias, gracias. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do appreciate the support. Do appreciate the hearts. So settling into, again, potentially the final game. Clem needs one more. SKillous, he needs to fight back here and now to make a series out of this. Every series so far tonight has ended in at least a 3-1 scoreline, or just straight up has ended 3-1. Does that trend continue? Do we break that trend? Either 3-0 or ace match. I'm here for it. For now, SKillous, he scouts. He's checking for a proxy. Checking for shenanigans from the side of Clem. Behind this, Clem opening up economically. This time, Rax into CC. Is going for the CC on the low ground. So economic start this time out of Clem. As a reminder, last game it was a 3-1 setup before starport into early stim, into early combat shields, into early tank push. It was 3 tanks across the map. Just hyper aggression out of Clem in the last game. Here, economic. Is going to be more economic this time. SKillous being as annoying as possible does delay the CC for like a second, and does force the second SCV down to low ground. So it does cause some damage, but not too much. Not too much. Behind this, soon to get into our tech of choice. Last time we were here, Hero did open up Stargate on El Dorado. It was still a very scrappy game, opening up Stargate Phoenix. And then we had Gumiho aggressively advancing upon Hero with these bases. And we had some crazy engagements here in the center. It was wild. It was a solid game. We'll see if we get something similar here, as it instead is going to be a Twilight Council into Blink. Twilight Council into Blink instead. How many gateways? How many? Last game we had a more safer opener with 3-gate blink. Oh, Reaper does poke in. Gets a probe. Nice pickup. Gets one worker so far. Dives into the mineral line, looking for a second probe. Can he get it? Not quite. This Clem, he is going to be zoned away. Clem is going to be forced back. Likewise, Adept across the map, also denying mining time at the natural. Hasn't killed anything, but is at least denying mining. Keeping Clem on a 1-base economy for as long as he can. Adept is forced to shade away. Behind this is going to be Blink. Ooh, even the Clem chasing down the Adept does get it. Oh my god. Takes down the Adept. Does bring it down. Clem gaining map control. Moving out. So far, how many gates? We have a 3-gate setup back at home. So 3-gate Blink once again, 2 games in a row for SKillous. Clem diving in. Does bypass the main army. Head towards the main. Clem is yet to scout, and he will confirm the tech of choice. Now he's aware of the Twilight Council. He's aware of Blink. And back at home, just getting to his own tank production. Tanks are on the way. Raven as well. Hellion does escape. And now he knows what to look out for. Fake news, we know you don't actually sleep, you're a workaholic. Ah, true, true. Unironically. But I like it, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's a problem. Unironically, before COVID, before I started casting full time, I was an inventory controller at a 3PL. And I got like a work phone, I got like a work laptop, and I did so much like unpaid work like at home, like working on reports and spreadsheets. But I enjoy it. I had no complaints. I would willingly do it just because it's work. Similar with casting. Whenever I'm not casting on the channel, whenever I'm not live, I'm working on thumbnails, editing VODs, spreadsheets. The dopamine hits. They're real. Meanwhile, Clem dives in. Oh. Gets a couple of workers. 2, 3 probes going to be going down. Did I say 3? Jeez, 6. Never mind. 6 probe kills. So far, good damage. 6 workers. With that, the Raven survives as well, ready for potentially another run-by, another flyby even. And Clem just chilling back at home, getting his 3rd TC. 3rd TC on the way, getting his sim, combat shields, building up more bio. Clem getting ready for his eventual move out. We're getting there. Until that time comes, it's going to be on SKillous here to get away with as much greed as possible. Not just saturating, but getting to +1, getting to some kind of splash damage. The Raven harass continues, getting another 2. Oh, another 1 probe. No! Comes back too soon. Another 2 workers. You can see here, 8 kills in total on that Raven. So far, very nice damage. Don't know if this is a cozy emote moment or not like this emote. True. It could be both. It could be a not like cozy. It's fine. Actually, you know what it is? It's this kind of emote. There you go. There you go. That's what it's a DGen moment. True, true. Oh. Clemsy comes in for a flank. He does catch the Stalker. Oh my god, does catch the Stalkers. So what, 5 Stalkers going down. Very nice catch here for Clem. Expensive losses for SKillous. It was called out. Drop into the main. He's going to be deflected. As here comes the eventual move out, and typically we'd have Stalkers here to slow this down and to get eyes on this. I mean, there's at least the Observer, but the Stalkers, I mean, non-existent. Zealot drop here across the map to try to harass, to try to force back some reinforcements to delay the push. Ooh, Widowmine is going to deal with this, though. Zealot goes down, and here comes the move out. Clem, he's up 40 supply. He has a terrifying army. Storm is almost done, but SKillous, he needs more time for Storm. Without Storm, I'm not sure if he can hold on. Storm, 10 more seconds. Clemmy stims in. 5 more seconds. Storm is going to finish. But Clemmy's pre-split. He's pre-spread. Storm's coming in. Clemmy avoids a storm. Once again, pulls away. Mine's just going off. Oh, a brutal storm there. Oh my, he extended it. The storm is insane, but it doesn't matter. He takes the storm to the face. He stims in. He likes it. At the same time, 13 SVs going down. Brutal damage across the map. Nicely done at a SKillous. Does get 13 SCVs, and SKillous holds. Whew. SKillous, he holds, he defends, he survives, and gets away with the 4th base. Now, SKillous, he's still behind. Despite killing those SCVs, Clem is not too far behind worker-wise. They'll say hit the mineral line once again. They do slip in, getting more workers. Clem, he just wants to send it. Just wants to go back. How many High Templar? 1. Ooh, 1 High Templar. There should be an NG overcharge. Ideally here, as there's still no storm. There it is. NG overcharge on the High Templar. He has 1 storm. Oh. SKillous ready to dive. Might just going up and then 2 Zealots. Storm gets spent. High Templar goes down. Brutal snipe. Now there's no more storm. There's no more storm left. Clem, he can stim, he can win. Kai's down those Zealots. Zealots, they just melt before the Bio Army. GG gets called. The man with gun, it's too much. And Clem, he will take the 1 and only 3-0 in tonight's broadcast. GG. GG, well played. Clem, he will claim the series here. Does take the 3-0, does advance on into the next round. And SKillous is knocked down to the lower bracket. GG, well played. Ooh, a very dominant performance here out of Clem. SKillous, he had his own moments, true. He had his own moments in this series, but they were few and far between. And alas, they were more or less able to buy him some time, but never quite able to give him the lead he would have otherwise wanted. Gave him momentum he otherwise needed. Alas, Clem in control. GG. GG, well played, was in control, was able to bring it all the way, was able to send it, pappy. And that leads us into our day 1 results. Here we go. Shout out to all those competitors that did advance on. We had Max over Dark, Cyril over Raynor, Hero over Gumiho, and Clem over SKillous. If you missed out on the VODs, I do recommend it. All these matches had something to enjoy and something to embrace as well. Some amazing matches here tonight with these best of 5s, and we are not done. What do I mean by that? Well, as you can imagine, this was merely the first round of the tournament, and the winners will face off against each other, the losers will face off against each other. So we should be seeing up next in tomorrow's broadcast, Max versus Cyril, Hero versus Clem. Let's go, papi, let's go. Those should be on the horizon here. Quickly checking out our schedule. Here we go. Where are we exactly? It's Wednesday. This morning, of course, we wrapped up with a LiuLi League. Again, that was a 8.5-hour cast of a LiuLi League. A lot of content. Check out the VOD. Pappy, we put in the work. Check out the VOD. It's a lot of casting. A lot of matches were covered. A lot of amazing matches as well. We actually got to feature Dark playing Protoss. Dark, he off-races Protoss. I mean, he has been off-racing quite a lot recently. He did off-race during Pigos from Monday. He off-raced here during a LiuLi League as well. So you can check that out. Also some very intense and close matches between a plethora of players as well. Do check them out. Featuring players like Clem, Hero, Shin, Xian as well, Classic, Solar, and many others. Ryung. So do check out a LiuLi League when it comes to those VODs. Meanwhile, we just wrapped up with the first LiuLi Cup broadcast of the week. And as you can see, 5 days. 5 days straight of LiuLi Cup action. We just covered day 1. Tomorrow, of course, is day 2. Day 3, day 4, and day 5. 5 days to wrap up the playoffs of LiuLi Cup. Same time, same place, every day for the next 5 days. So make sure you tune in here tomorrow for some more LiuLi Cup action. As you can see, our next broadcast, though, before we get ahead of ourselves, before we get into LiuLi Cup, we have the Tenacious... Oh, we have 3, bro. We have 3 casts of... hold on. Oh, good. Okay, so tomorrow, what do we have? We have the Tenacious Turtle Tussle in the morning at 9 a.m. KST. That is 11 a.m. AEST. That is going to be in... how long? 8 hours, I want to say? Jesus. Whew, not even. Oh, no. Yeah, in 8 hours' time. 8 hours' time is going to be our next broadcast here on the CranKy Ducklings. I will get as much sleep as I can. Most likely, though, I do have to edit VODs, though. I have to edit the LiuLi VODs. There's a lot of VODs, so most likely I'm going to probably stay up, edit LiuLi, and then get that ready to publish, at least as best as I can, at least. And, yeah, then get some sleep. So up next we have the Tenacious Turtle Tussle, followed by the podcast. That's going to be at 9 p.m. KST. That's going to be 3 hours before LiuLi Cup. If you're curious, what is the podcast? That is our weekly talk show going over all the news of the week of SE2, whether it's tournament results, whether it's patches, balance updates, maps, content made by the community for the community, roster changes, retirements, player pickups as well. Whatever news we can get our hands on in StarCraft 2, we feature in the podcast. So there you go. So we have the podcast. Again, that's going to be 3 hours before LiuLi Cup. Of course, then that leads into LiuLi Cup itself. Because of that, we're most likely going to be cutting the podcast a little bit shorter, just because we're on a time constraint there. So we're going to do our best to keep it a little bit brief, to make sure that we're able to comfortably get into LiuLi Cup itself. Quickly double checking when it comes to what match is going to be held tomorrow. Let me just double check. I believe we have an update. Yes, we do. Okay, so tomorrow we have another 4 best of 5s. As I mentioned, Max versus Cyril, Hero versus Clem, Dark versus Rainer, and Gumiho versus SKillous. Let's go. Oh boy. So yeah, 4 more best of 5s tomorrow. Is going to be a blast. But coming back to our schedule again, so that's going to be tomorrow's schedule, 3 events. Friday is going to be the Enki Christmas Invitational. We were supposed to be hosting that on Monday. As you can see, Monday is empty because I was very much so under the weather. I think we had 24 hours, maybe more than 24 hours of casting over the weekend of Saturday and Sunday. Did a lot of casting. And my throat was very sore. It was very sore afterwards. So in the end, we did decide to take Monday off. I did feel a little bit bad because it means that we didn't get to cast the Wardy TV Monday. So we missed out on the Wardy Monday, unfortunately, this week. But we should be there next week. We should be okay next week to, be fine to cover everything. The marathon of casting should come to an end, at least for the month of January. We do our best. That leads us into more LiuLi Cup. We have KSL on Saturday. We have Firegrow Cup as well. Firegrow Cup, that's 3 days. That's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 3 days straight of Firegrow Cup action. If you're curious, what is the Firegrow Cup? That is a more CIS region focused event. There are qualifiers, there's a group stage, there's the playoffs, featuring players like Young Yakov, like Wayne, Milky Cow, Nicorak, Shameless, Art as well, UED Soldier, Rostock, Night Phoenix. Yeah, plenty of course, top caliber European players do face off in the Firegrow Cup. Do look forward to it. It is always a blast. It is a monthly event. And again, we do end at LiuLi Cup on the Sunday, final day of LiuLi Cup action. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I'm going to go edit a League and then get as much sleep as I can before the next cast. And then we keep the cast going all day long. Let's go. Let's go. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the broadcast and if you see something that you like here that's coming up here on the channel, and if you cannot watch it live, check out the VODs. We have VODs on Twitch and we have VODs on YouTube as well. We upload VODs on a daily basis, and of course, there's still the live stream VOD on YouTube as we do co-stream, or we stream on both platforms at the same time. So there is plenty of content out there. So if you can't watch it live, check out the VODs. Check out the VODs. Pappy, check out the VODs. Again, ! socials in the chat. So you can check out our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. All things CranKy Ducklings. We have a Blue Sky. We have Mastodon. We have everything you could ever hope for when it comes to socials, when it comes to posting, whenever we do go live. So join us on your social media of choice. Otherwise, you could also support us via Patreon. You can see our Patreon there. Our Patreon does fund our tournaments. If you're curious, what events does it fund? Bam! There we go. On my right, we have Sea Duckling Open, we have a Sparkling Tuna Cup, and Master Swan Open as well. As you can imagine, these events so far have not been running this month. As you can see on the schedule, I should say, we just haven't had any time. I mean, again, we took Monday off, I guess, but outside of that, there's just been no time to fit it in, especially last week with Master Coliseum, and the week before that with more Master Coliseum. Like, January's just been so jam-packed. We haven't had any room in our schedule to host our events, so they have been on hiatus, but they are coming back next week. I mean, you can see it here and now with the Turtle Tussle. Turtle Tussle comes back this week, and Tuna Cup should be coming back next week alongside MSO and SDO. So our tournaments do return. Our tournaments, they're open cups, and also some of these events are restricted to amateur players, bronze to diamond, or up to masters as well. So, I mean, that's what Masters 1 Open is, and that's what Sea Duckling Open is as well. So, again, some events for more of the community, if you will, for amateur players, and, of course, an open cup for the pros. If you want to support us, if you want to support these tournaments, you can grow them. You can help support us via Patreon as well. So, that is available to you if you wish. All the money on Patreon goes towards these events. You can see our Patreon goal just underneath this graphic. You can see it there. We currently do earn 338 USD a month via Patreon, and our goal is 400. That goal is to boost the prize pool even further. Currently, our tournaments only pay out top 2. Only top 2 get paid out, but if we can reach 400, then it turns into top 4. We can pay out top 4. We can pay out more players and make our events more lucrative to players as well. So again, it's all funded via Patreon. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. We're going to be heading off here for the night, and we're going to be back in 8 hours time with some more StarCraft. We'll be back in 8 hours, or whenever you're available. You know, we're always live every single day, at least twice a day. Tomorrow we're going to be live 3 times a day. So again, just non-stop StarCraft all day, every day. See you then. See you then. Otherwise, stick around. We're going to raid another StarCraft 2 streamer. Who is live at the moment? Who can we raid? I know Sal is still doing his subathon. I think we've raided him like 2 or 3 times already. If there's someone else streaming, you know, I'd love to spread the love, but we can always give it to Sal if he's out there. Let's have a look. Who is live? Sal might still be sleeping though. I know Sal has been leaving his stream open for sleep, or when he sleeps. We have Mr. Sadsack. We have Strange. Sal, he is playing Wings of Liberty, apparently. Wings of Liberty. Who else do we have? Steadfast is casting the OSC Season Championship. Do I see anyone else that I recognize? Where are we at? Okay, we'll find someone to raid. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow, or again, whenever you happen to drop by the CranKy Ducklings. Till then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego. Look after yourselves.